Good evening, Alexander. We had the chance today to cover Partner 2023 and to have full information about each product that Yugoimport display and present at Partner 2023.
Thank you, Alan, and thank you for our partnership as long-term media partners for many years. We are organizing and participating in this exhibition like co-organizer with Ministry of Defense of Republic of Serbia since 2004 continuously, and this exhibition is growing up as our defense industry and potentials and our programs is growing up, also our trade growing up in the recent 20 years of this exhibition. And from early beginning, we practically used our experience on organizing exhibitions worldwide as commercial and marketing integrator of defense industry of Serbia global market. So that now we are also extending this, of course, the experience and making it in Serbia. We are organizing practically the show, practically covering all products and all capacities of Serbian defense industry with all companies from our defense industry integrating approach, and also integrating particularly the cluster of our companies producing parts, components as subcontractors of Yugoimport, integrating defense complex weapon system production. Basically, we are showing here a lot of complex weapon systems which we are recently developing and producing in Serbia as Yugoimport, also exposing and promoting the other programs of defense industry of Serbia, working under umbrella of Ministry of Defense, Military Technical Institute, working with our company and also for the other companies of defense industry of Serbia. Speaking about systems, we can start with several groups of systems. First group is, let's say, a combat vehicles. One family is our 4x4 Miloš family of combat vehicles, shown with various configurations of weapon systems and also roads, including anti-tank missile system, a long-range integrated with this Miloš system, also the different kind of remote control weapon stations with the capacity of 8 troops with total weight of 14 tons by Timony Textilis, actually the suspension system 4x4. Also, we are showing our Miloš 2 vehicle, which is slightly bigger, slightly longer for 10 persons, also with bigger the suspension system with 18 tons capacity, providing for not only 10 persons instead of 8 persons in Miloš, but also with a higher level of protection and wider range of weapon system based on this heavier combat load. This vehicle has been already in service of few our customers and also Serbian Armed Forces, which are very proud and that it's very versatile and effective vehicle with high combat performances. Due to demands of a variety of customers worldwide, also our armed forces, we have made the new version, which is slightly bigger, slightly longer for 10 persons, also based on heavier suspension system, also made by Textilis with 2 axles by 9 tons, total 18 tons capacity, meaning that vehicle can be also better protected. Now this protection level is let's say 3 plus, meaning 12.7 by 108 or 99 APU rounds, or even 14.5 APU round, meaning level 4 NATO standard 4569, and also giving ability for also taking the bigger and more powerful weapon station. Now we use the 2 weapon stations based on caliber 20 caliber. One is the converting air defense weapon triple barrel. Second one is a new Serbian developed weapon based on 20 caliber, but also coupled with 7.62 machine gun, a grenade launcher 30 caliber, and also a modernized anti-tank guided weapon. Also showing a family of laser combat vehicles 8x8, representing with variety of weapon system, and laser 3M, the new version, which is slightly different than first one, distinguished with this vehicle doesn't have more the anti-ambush practically the features as like those those ballistic windows with firing ports, but practically assembling to the standard multi-role armored vehicle with face-to-face seating of role, but also integrating with modern weapon system, 30mm caliber remote control weapon station. A laser-free family consisting of practically two basic vehicles, laser-free and laser-free M. Laser-free are keeping some MRAP features, particularly ability for self-defense of embarked squad using the ballistic windows and actually the loops for the using of rifles for anti-ambush activity, or let's say self-defense against ambushes by using of personal weapons. In laser-free M is practically the pure multi-role armored vehicle with standard feature of seating of embarking crew face-to-face, actually with using of situation awareness by using of cameras for the some case of transparent armor, using the monitors and cameras around to observe, to make situation awareness up before landing. Both vehicles has the ramp for this investigation. Laser-free M has the powerful modern remote control weapon station with 30mm weapon, and also laser-free have standard 12.7mm machine gun or remote control weapon station with heavy machine gun as like pure APC role with MRAP features for the anti-ambushing activities. Both vehicle has free A, free B anti-tank mine protection level, and also the laser has level 3 and the level 3 plus frontal arc ballistic protection. Laser frame has slightly higher ballistic protection also. Actually, infantry fire support configuration with converted 30mm two-barrel weapon, a converter from air defense weapon, modernized by integration of modern fire control system, and this weapon is using for infantry fire support with powerful double weapon 220mm caliber weapon with a combined rate of fire about 1,000 rounds per minute, and using for the fire support of infantry. Slightly different feature than standard actually remote control weapon station with 30mm caliber. Lazansky is our the next step in development of 8x8 multi-role armored vehicle. Lazansky has much more powerful suspension system with 36-ton capacity of complete vehicle, allowing, of course, again, the bigger and higher arm protection. The arm protection level is 6, practically the most effective arm protection system. Also, we have in development, we are considering protection against RPGs and other high explosive anti-tank infantry weapons based on cage armor or explosive reactive armor even. And also this vehicle concept is allowing to put the relatively heavy weapon system. Now you have seen a 57mm weapon system which has been considered 3 years back and 2 years back as like one of the best solutions in the world for such kind of weapon of vehicles based on the range, effectiveness of single round, number of ready for fire ammunition, scope of ammunition, fire control system. But we also planning to use the other types of weapons of similar characteristic, and we are considering weapon 40mm, 35mm also as like powerful weapons, maybe more than 30mm standard, because according to our featuring, also 40mm CTA also, according to our idea for making of very powerful future weapon for such kind of using. As you said, we are practically presenting now the whole family of NORA system, which are now in the full serial production and development programs. First of all, it is NORA B52 M15. It is standard weapon based on Kamaz chassis, which has been produced in large number for our 4 foreign customers since 2005, in different, of course, in variety of versions up to now, but it is final version on this chassis, and which has been exported to many countries, and also for our armed forces. The N21 is NORA at MAN chassis, which has distinguished the cabin with totally different design. But the weapon itself has been also slightly modernized, and it is also something which is very interesting for the market. But particularly interesting is our NORA new generation. This is, let's say, the quantum leap in the performances of modern battlefield, particularly based on increasing of ready for fire ammunition from 12 ready-for-fire ammunition in the automatic loader and NORA all those previous generations to 30 rounds ready for fire, and also additional 12 rounds for the manual loading, speaking about some special ammunition like laser-guided projectiles and other guided projectiles, which could be too long for using of automatic loading mechanism. And this weapon providing for much more higher efficiency with scoot and shoot tactics, for example, taking fire position, firing 6 rounds and leaving fire position for, let's say, less than 4 minutes, let's say 3.5 minutes. And we can practically repeat such kind of scoot and shoot tactics with, of course, changing of fire position with 500, 1,000 meters away, and for, let's say, 5 times with this 30 rounds, which is dramatically increasing effectiveness and also making weapon very versatile for different combat situations, and also very survivable. Weapon has also the high protection level free from cabin crew. It is very important because cabin crew is sitting inside and weapon is fully remotely controlled, operated, and also have abilities for using a full NATO standard modular charging system, and of course different kind of actually guided ammunition like GPS ions guided or lasers guided on other special ammunition. First of all, I would like to just mention our new developed efforts for the artillery weapon. It is first our starting of developing of our super gun, practically based on design of our NORA NG, but it will be also different with many different features. Speaking about 28 liters of chamber, speaking about 60 caliber length of barrel. You have seen also the model of this, the long monoblock propellant charge, providing for much more higher pressures and much more higher velocity, making the range of course, the new ammunition up to range of up to 70-80 kilometers, depending, of course, of the ammunition programs and etc. We also have seen our development program of actually sub-caliber ammunition 155. 155 is caliber of actually the sub, but also the caliber of a projectile is smaller. It is something like very interesting long-range projectile which could be used in standard NORA in future, giving the range of, let's say, 60 kilometers. Of course, such kind of ammunition have to be guided because the dispersion of such kind of ammunition is very high. But basically, the NORA has very good accuracy with standard ammunition, by the way. And also, we are making a development of INL GPS guided hit for the standard artillery ammunition 155 52 calibers, range of 41 kilometers. Also, we have development of VLAP ammunition. Planning range could be more than 50 at least. And also, we are thinking about the new generations of guided also ammunition. When you're speaking about the other types of guided weapons, we are particularly speaking about our rocket artillery, modular multiple launch weapon. This weapon is modular, meaning that can use the different kind of modules with practically any kind of existing rockets for non-guided and guided rockets, the appropriate size. Now you will see the weapon is using 4 modules by 24 1 to 2 grad rockets, range 40 kilometers or more, 2 ready for fire and 2 on platform for the crane, and also 262mm rockets, range 70 and 90 kilometers. Both rockets are in development, both guided and non-guided. Guided rocket has a range of 70 and the other one has range of 90 with INL GPS guidance, with also the standard 70 kilometer non-guided rocket. This rocket has 145 kilos warhead, very powerful, and combining with CEP of about 400 meters, this could be very effective and good, cheap solution, cost-effective solution for the fire support and up to range 70 kilometers with using of that. Also, we are developing the few types of loitering ammunition, particularly Raven calling Serbian government, the Raven loitering weapon with a whole family of planning ammunition, leading by piston engine ammunition. Range is 150 kilometers with 3 hours of endurance, with radio data link, range of 150 kilometers, of course, based on configuration of terrain, etc. Also, in the second phase, we also planning to introduce artificial intelligence, actually the automatic target recognition system, based on our knowledge of our guys in area of IT, because Serbia has very good actually sources and actually of IT technology engineers which can make such kind of high technology. This feature is providing for launching of those the loitering weapon in these forms, and also the, let's say, the salvos with much more better versatility, because in standard loitering weapon you have to have man in the loop, of course, as you know well, and you can practically control one weapon per one operator in one time. If you have AI feature, you can launch 80 rounds for this launcher and to expect to destroy different kind of targets, battlefield, as like, of course, combat vehicles, artillery systems, missile systems, air defense radars, and variety of other targets without man in the loop, practically philosophy. As you have seen, we have a lot of types of armed drones based on quadricopter design. It is, of course, the matter of fashion in development of such kind of weapon, which has been done during the recent years, armed with mortar shells 60, 80, 182, and also 120, with new airburst fuses, proximity, and also the standard impact fuses with, of course, airdrop features. And all those weapons are on development ready for production, because it is cheap but very effective weapon with a variety of combat use. We also use making actually the real fixed wing UAVs with highly ambitious, like Pegasus system, which is here, which has also ability for combating different targets by using of small high precision weapons. And of course the standard non-guided weapons also. And we also developing a few ground platform, like Miloš, so-called Mali Miloš, Little Miloš unmanned ground vehicle, which is already in using of our armed forces, armed with 7.62 weapon. Also, we are first time showing the water unmanned vehicle, which is representing something like the jet power scooter, but without of course the crew, armed with 7.62 weapon with remote control distance operation up to, let's say, 2-3 kilometers at the rivers, lakes, and for special operation forces support. Actually, the knowledge and technological abilities of Serbian defense industry and variety of companies is from defense industry and also from a variety of actually scientific institutes, the support of developing of a variety of modern weapons, which is practically going from the category of loitering ammunition or drones, combat drones, drones projectile with variety of guidance systems, variety of tactical using based on variety of guidance system, based on existing technological abilities and also solutions which is now available more or less, which was not available 20 or 30 years back. And one of those actual examples is the development of heavy loitering weapon, ability of variety of guidance principles, including the man in the loop guidance with the actually radio data link with some kind of transmitter of actually the retranslation station for making the range up to, let's say, 300 kilometers for the guidance for the loitering ammunition in flight, and also with ability for autonomous guidance, with ability for GPS INS guidance, with also featuring of jamming proof the radio signal, or jamming proof jamming of course GPS receiver, giving opportunity to use this in variety of tactical scenario against different kind of targets. And this philosophy is allowing to use this like very flexible weapon for ground launched and also vessel launched, and even also the aircraft launch. This family we're representing with Vila heavy loitering drone, or heavy loitering projectile, which has many features of modern offensive standoff weapons. The system has turbojet engine, has the TA camera in the nose, with or without algorithm for automatic target recognition, with also artificial intelligence as like target, and also ability for using of data link for the man-in-the-loop control. Also has INS GPS guidance, with ability working without INS, with radar, altimeter, basic features allowing high efficiency with relatively low cost. You have seen a lot of our customers, which is very interesting in our weapons and our system. Of course, this is the huge number of our defense industry companies, particularly producing ammunition, as like always was one of the best, and also do demanded weapons like actually ammunition for small arms, medium calibers, artillery, mortar shells, rocket artillery shells, also the powders, explosives and everything, because we are self-sufficient in this area. It is something which we have to mention as like a very important global market, particularly today, as like ammunition, the market is very, let's say, hungry for the ammunition. Demands are very high, and we are working on that. I also would like to tell that another thing, talking about MRAP vehicles and variety of vehicles for other Serbian companies. As you have seen, we have at least 3 families of also the armored vehicles, except Miloš, Lazanski and Lazar. We speak about the pure MRAP vehicle 6x6, which is very interesting vehicle, giving high protection against mines, against actually the anti-personnel weapons, and also armed with a variety of weapons, including machine guns, grenade launchers, manually operated by dismounting crew from the roof. Also, some of those vehicles have been armed with mortars for rapid dismounting and also mounting of mortars. Finally, and basically, Serbian defense industry scope of products and the level of technology is definitely exceeding the average, let's say, economical and, of course, let's say, demographic picture of Serbia as like relatively small European country, and it is something which is definitely conclusion for such kind of exhibition, as you can see, and also our potential customers and visitors see.